So 3 weeks ago, I released a video where I tore apart my entire desk setup and finally addressed my horrendous cable management solution. And in that video, I referenced a similar project that I did back in 2014. So I figured this week, why don't we take a step back 10 years ago and see how different things were back then. So as you can see right here, this video is called Replacing Hazardous Power Strips, Epic Time-lapse. Now I think the word epic is a little bit too strong here, but what are you gonna do? And as you can see here, this video was released on October 1st of 2014, so just over 10 years ago. So with that introduction out of the way, guys, let's go ahead and step back 10 years and see just how different everything was. That's right, this is back when I was doing my secondary freaking intros. I totally forgot about that.
So
oh, look at that. There's the emo hair again. Oh my gosh. I gotta turn this down just a little bit. I do love this classic intro though. That's always gonna be the best.
Mainly because
so, as we can see, oh, look at that. That's about how my desk looked back before I tore it apart a couple weeks ago.
Do a time-lapse of it. I'm just gonna take everything out. I'm gonna rewire everything, and by the end of the day, this should all be gone. This is, I said this is not
look at that, look at that.
But it is.
Okay, we'll touch on that a little bit more later. It's not necessarily fire hazardous, but whatever.
That's fire hazardous. So yeah, let's just get started with it.
Wow, nice cut, dude. You could have cut out the part where you turn the camera around. Alright, so we start off with this time-lapse here where I'm taking down my my Mountain Dew shelf. I do kind of miss having that, but it no longer exists. I think I got rid of it like 9 years ago at this point.
Alright, there you go. That's all cleaned
The lighting in this video is also terrible.
Big pile over there. The PS2's right there.
Got the PS2 and an empty plate of food that needs to be taken away and cleaned.
Soundbar right there. So let's get back to the time lapses.
Alright. So, you can already kind of see what I meant by the word epic is a little bit too strong of a word to describe this because it's already not that interesting. You know, there's also quite a bit of this time-lapse that could have been cut out. Like, I like how I have schoolwork on a CD there. Did you guys see that? Why is my keyboard shortcuts not working here? There we go. That right here, this SWTP, I don't know if you can see at the top here, but what that stood for was schoolwork to print. And if I remember right, this was because this was before we were using Google Drive or whatever they're using in schools now. So I would actually put all of my homework on a CD and then print it at school. These were the old days, man.
As you can see, I've got a huge mess.
Did you guys see that? Look at this right here. Might have gone back a little too far. Yeah, here you go. There's the little Nuke subwoofer. I missed that thing. I don't even think I still have that system anymore.
Got a huge mess that I need to clean up. This was my
that's quite the mess.
For my iPod Touch.
Right, and this was back before I had mounts for the iPod, so I would just tape them to tripods.
This beautiful thing. Oh crap. This is a Belkin home theater search for
These actually did make a reappearance in the video from a few weeks ago. They're still going strong 10 years later.
When I get around to working on my desk, I'm going to buy
I like how we couldn't see the desk at all.
And it's got, here's all the specs for it.
And we also can't read those. Can we read them? Here, let's find out. Maybe if we go like frame by frame. Okay, so yeah, you can kind of sort of read it, but this is very, very primitive on how I would produce videos way back in the day. Oh, look, you can at least see that it's got the 2.1 amp USB charging, so that's pretty cool.
Yep.
And the right angle plug, gotta have that.
I need to do an unboxing really, because literally all it is just boom.
And I can't even get it out of the box.
Out of the box.
Jeez, dude, you know, you could have at least cleaned up the floor before you, like, tried to take that out of the box. But whatever.
So this is replacing.
Look at that. They were very shiny when they were brand new. They're all scratched up now.
My XA3021.
Yeah, again, the Nuke subwoofer. Gotta love that.
Kind of cool. I like it.
I think it. Did I say it looks like a bomb?
This kind of looks looks like a bomb.
I did,
cool.
yeah.
That power.
And if you look at the bed right,
kind of cool. I like it.
I went just a little too far. Right here, you can see it used to say Nudgy Bear 5567, and that, for those who are relatively new here, that is what this channel used to be called. Yep, back when 2011, when I started this channel, that is what it was called, and I think I finally changed it in 2013, 2014. But this was just orange Scotch tape, and there's like visits to the hospital. That's what these wristbands are from. I know one of them for sure is when I broke my jaw, and I don't exactly remember what the other two would have been from, but I guess I put those up as well. And a cutout thing from a Mountain Dew can.
Right here. I'm using.
I still use that thing as well. That thing is still in use. I'm like going too fast in this video. This thing right here, this still serves a very useful purpose. It's really useful to have this thing around still.
I'm using my fan light because my
I'm like
LEDs
jumping around,
unplugged,
dude. Just
so
like give a little bit more than, a tenth of a second of what you're showing.
This little 4-outlet power strip. They're all still good power strips, but it's just not safe.
That power strip is actually running the lights for this video right now. That's hilarious.
What does it even say on it? TV power strip.
TV power strip, yep.
So replacing all of those, that would have been for
I like how there's just a BG10 sitting right here too. Very nice.
So that would have only been 14 outlets.
Come on, dude, do math faster. Oh, and turn the music down too while you're talking.
Single outlet. So I'm just going to go back to time-lapse mode and retape the camera onto, or retape the iPod Touch.
No one cares how you're gonna set up your camera, dude. Just show it.
Yeah.
There we go. Look at that. So now we're back to the time lapse, and I'm putting the good old Belkin 12-outlet power bar up. I think I actually did end up using every single outlet on that thing too. Again, this was very primitive on the setup here. There's the Nuke subwoofer, of course. Gotta have that thing. I don't know if you could see that, but yeah, look at this right here. The whatever I had this timer for, it wouldn't fit over the right angle plug for the power bar, so it's like kind of just barely into that outlet. I guess it worked though. Oh, don't tell me I didn't wipe the dust off that. I don't think I wiped the dust off that shelf. That's horrendous. You know, a bunch of you guys give me crap for not dusting, which, fair enough, I probably should do it more often, but at least when I tore apart my desk, a few weeks ago when I did that video, I did take the time to vacuum all the dust off of it and wipe it down, so you gotta at least give me credit for that. Where in this video right here, I didn't even wipe it off when there was nothing on top of it. And you can see the camera slowly falling down as the tape lets go of it. Oh my gosh, man. And it's not even level. The old space heater. I probably should have sped this time-lapse up a little bit more than I did. I don't even think I sped it up at all. I think this was just time-lapse mode on that iPod Touch camera.
Alright, so there you go. Everything's backwards.
Yeah, the Mountain Dew setup looks a little bit nicer at least.
Soundbar into a place, like probably in my closet, but I did.
I'm gonna put the soundbar into a place like the closet. Okay. Yeah, why not?
There's nothing on top of my PlayStation 2 anymore except this Apple sticker that I put there. So.
That Apple sticker is no longer on that PS2.
Here's the power strip. Every single outlet is used.
I did use every single outlet on that power strip. Oh my gosh, dude.
There's outlets that are spaced apart, so I could put these.
That is really nice. The spaced out outlets on either side of this power bar, they are very, very handy. As you can see, they fit the giant power bricks for the LED strips I have in that room.
Adapters for my LEDs there. So that worked out pretty good. So now all I got to do is clean the rest of this crap up and then start working on my desk.
And the desk is still a disaster. I guess I haven't even touched it at all at this point. Here's more of that epic time-lapse, guys. Isn't this so epic?
Well,
nice transition too. Oh my gosh, dude.
In the middle of that time lapse, so I didn't lose too
much
footage, but
what a shame. That actually looks considerably better though. Very nice.
That's why those light up speakers look crazy.
And the retro reflectors in there, very nice.
On iPod Touch, you can record 720p.
Why am I talking about iMovie for iOS? Oh, and then I had to put this little text in here that says this whole video was recorded at 1080p 30.
Yeah, so I guess that's it. Here's some before and after footage.
Look at that. That's terrible. Whoa, what was that? Did you see that? It went like vertical for a second there. Oh my gosh, dude. This was 100% before I had Final Cut. So, okay, on this after here, it looks totally good until you see this. What is this? Did I really just throw everything that I couldn't find a place for under there in just a huge pile, including the BG10? Come on, man. Yeah, cool. Clean floor. And then you can see part of the disaster of a desk. The next day. Oh my gosh, look at the background. Okay, do you see how the background isn't like totally black? I think the reason for that was because like I just wanted a black background for the text. And we'll get in more into the editing technique on this video too, because I remember exactly how I did it and why I had to do it that way. But the background here, I wanted it to be black, but the editing software, which was not iMovie for macOS, it was something different, and we'll get into that a little bit later, as I said. But I wanted a black background, so what I did was I took the iPod Touch camera and I held my hand up to it and took a picture. And on the iPod Touch screen, it looked totally black, but then when you blow it up onto a computer screen like this, you can see it's all like grainy and not totally black. So genius.
People.
Right, and this is my garbage garage band music.
And I just found a pin.
This font annoys me too. Did you see that? Like, everything's capital except the I. I really don't like that.
A pin in my carpet.
Oh, that's not safe. Nice. You had like a pin sticking out of your carpet. Okay.
Oh well. Anyway, I got another one of these today.
Oh, I didn't buy them on the same day. Okay.
Here's something that I didn't tell you in the last video. This does have power.
Oh, look at that. It's got power filtration for... What does it say? Come on, buddy. There we go. Cleaner picture, cleaner sound. I don't know how true that is, if those power bars actually do have any power filtration, but it says right there on the box that it does, and apparently my 14-year-old self was pretty fascinated with that.
Power that comes into it. It also has a surge protector, obviously.
Right. That's kind of the whole point of those...
It's got
whatever.
2 USB ports and 12 outlets. So this part of the video is going to be me rewiring my desk.
Alright, this is the part that we all want to see.
Way bigger project.
And if you look on the side of the desk right here, right there, you see this little power bar sitting right here? That's because of the entire event that caused me to want to redo this entire desk setup, which we'll be getting to probably next week is when I'll drop a reaction video on that.
Way bigger project than this was. This was easy, actually.
Are you sure? It didn't look too easy with how long it took you to do it.
There's so much stuff. I've got screens to worry about now too that I don't want to break.
Dude, stop playing with the plastic while you're talking. We can't hear you.
So let's get to it.
Nice, the old school macOS screensaver that I used to use back in the day. Look at this. I love it. So I turn off the lights and then I'm like, oh, you can't see. So I get this little flashlight and then I'm like, oh, that's not bright enough. And then I bring in the big halogen light. Very nice. All of that could have been cut out of the time lapse, but whatever. I like how we have the iPhone power brick with my old hand-drawn logo on it too. Very nice. I also love how I just keep getting right in the way of the camera. That adds such a good touch to the video.
Alright guys, just
that
progress report. You might
the music
have
getting quieter before I start talking. We'll
right
talk about that in a little bit too.
I grabbed the halogen light because you wouldn't have been able to see it. Like, here, look at this. Let's turn it off.
You don't have to demonstrate. We already saw how dark it was before without that light, dude.
See anything under there? So I figured I'd grab the halogen light.
And the watermark covers part of the title. Cool.
And I've got this cord, which is going to my XA3021.
This was before I had the LED strips all the way around the room too.
Power right over there. And also, last time my battery died.
Look at, oh my gosh, dude. I'm so glad I don't have to do like stupid ghetto stuff like this anymore. Like, look at this. I have this tripod, right? If I would hold the camera smooth enough for one frame. Yeah, here we go. So I've got this tripod, right, with the masking tape. I couldn't even spring to use duct tape, you know, had to be masking tape. So I've got that to hold the iPod Touch on to the tripod. But as I said earlier, it died in an earlier part of this video during a time-lapse recording. So I also taped an extension cord to it so I could plug the iPod into power while it's recording the time lapse. That's a quality setup right there. You see that kind of stuff going on in big Hollywood productions all the time.
Got a ghetto iPod charging freaking rig
At least
here.
I called it ghetto back then. At least I was somewhat self-aware of how redneck this whole production is.
Whole desk out. It's not gonna be a easy thing to do, but.
And there's the music coming up, you know, a little too early again. And here's another part that could have been cut out of the time lapse. Like, dude, you're not even there. That was a solid like 3-4 seconds that could have been cut out. Now it looks like I'm just playing with random stuff I found on the desk. What even happened here? What was that? I'm like throwing stuff at the camera. Oh my gosh, dude. And the emo hair is gone now suddenly. Okay. Look at that, like there's so many speakers crammed into that little area. Oh my gosh, and look at my front speakers. Okay, get out of the way, buddy. Okay, so we've got the front right, the center that's usually on top of a monitor, whatever. What is the front left doing all the way over here and like closer to me than the front right? And then like I know I've gone over this in a few videos before, but what this was a Logitech X530 for the 5.1 system, and then this speaker and this speaker are a Z130, and I had like convinced myself fully that I had true 7.1 surround sound, which, as I hope you guys know, you can't just put a 5.1 system together with a 2.0 system and call it 7.1, because that's just not how it works. And I wasn't even giving a surround sound signal output to the X530 to begin with. I had there was a little box that would take a headphone jack to RCA and pretty much convert that into 3 separate outputs and give me 5-channel stereo on the X530. Essentially what this setup was with, you know, the 7 speakers and the subwoofer was 7-channel stereo. There goes the chair. Again, man, this time lapse is so epic. Look at the big rat's nest of cables under this desk too. And this GarageBand loop music is just straight up music to my ears. It's so good. See, this is like more stuff that could be cut out of the time lapse. Like, we don't need to see you pulling plugs out of the back of that subwoofer.
Here's another progress report.
Oh, nice, the progress report title.
I've got most of it.
It's pretty fancy.
Over here, my 2 monitors.
I like that I was still using that old, like, fat bezel Dell monitor back then, too, with, like, a bunch of crap taped to the front of it.
The drawers from my desk, so it's a lot easier to move now.
Yeah.
They're stacked up right
Now,
over
that
there.
is something I didn't do in the project I did 3 weeks ago here. I didn't move the desk because I really just didn't want to. I didn't really see a need to.
There's the power strip that I'm going to be opening here in a minute. And yeah, so I guess we'll just cut back to this.
Level your horizon, brother. Look at that. It's all like, there you go. Wow, I actually had the, whatever the expression is, I can't think right now. I actually had the thought to level the horizon out though. That's good. That's good. What did I just hold in front of the camera there? Oh, it's that little 3-outlet power bar thing. Okay. I think that's right here. I think this is a fan that I had under the desk to get airflow going. It's actually not too bad of an idea. I think I'm finally gonna get the desk out of there now. Come on, you can do it, you can do it. Yeah, move the halogen light out of the way first. This is ridiculous, man. Come on, come on. Oh, up on its side. Okay. I like how there's just a smoke alarm under there too, and that huge mess of wires.
This is number 3.
I guess we're 50% complete here.
On its side because that's kind of the only place. That's the only way it'll fit, and there'll be enough room for me to get back there and untangle that huge freaking mess.
Yeah, that's a disaster. And if you look right here, let's see, will it capture the zoom? Oh, it does. Cool. This right here, you can see there's no outlet here because that's the outlet that had burned and, you know, almost burned the whole house down. So there's just a cover on there. I guess we hadn't had the outlet installed yet. So yeah, that's why there's just a cover there instead of an actual outlet.
That'll be probably a pretty interesting time lapse. I might get in the way of it a little bit, but
you've been getting in the way of the time lapse the whole time, brother. There's another one of those little fans down there. That one's red. Epic time-lapse. I'm gonna say that every time now just because it's so funny. I like the empty SpongeBob Go-Gurt thing on the floor too. This is bad.
Alright, not a little... This isn't gonna be a progress report. Just a little freaking look.
Oh, I'm gonna show the cord that got burned. Cool.
APC power pad.
Yeah, look at that.
Can you even see that? Yeah,
hopefully I actually show it. Oh yeah, you can kind of see it there.
Look later, but can you even see that?
Right
yeah, there you go.
Look at that. That's all sorts of corroded, and the molded plastic plug is all melted. Very nice. Nice work.
Look at that. I'll give you a closer look later, but
I hope I actually do give a closer look, because this kind of sucks.
Doesn't look very normal.
There's again with the freaking music. All right, I'm gonna address the music situation right now. So this video was partway edited with, I think, iMovie like 9 point something for Mac OS, and then the rest of it was edited on whatever version of iMovie for iOS was the latest in 2014. And if I remember correctly, the reason for that was because what was the reason? I think the iMovie for macOS didn't like something that I was trying to do, and like I totally broke the project. So instead of just, you know, starting a new project on iMovie for macOS, I was like, you know what, let's just export what I have here and then put it into iMovie for iOS. And I don't know if it's still the same because I actually haven't used iMovie for iOS since this video, but that's why the volume of the music goes up and down, you know, too early. You know, that's why it gets loud when I'm still talking before the time-lapse comes back in, because I couldn't sync it perfectly with the clips like I would have been able to in the macOS version of iMovie. So yeah, this that's why this video sucks so bad. Well, also because I had no idea what I was doing with video production back in the day, but you know, the main reason for this one specifically is because I edited it on the same iPod Touch that I shot this video on. So there you go. A little bit of history for you guys right there.
That's burned, melted. I think I made the right choice replacing it.
I think I just said I think I made the right choice replacing it, which, yeah, of course, when it's, you know, destroyed that badly, yeah, you're gonna want to replace it. So yeah, again, this time-lapse could have been sped up just a little bit, but... And now I'm just reading something? Dude, come on. It's that ADHD kicking in. Look at that. Did you see the VGA connector right there? Look at that. That's old school. None of that in the setup these days. Please tell me I at least vacuumed that before I put the desk back. I really hope I vacuumed that. Okay, good. Bring in the Dyson, get all that crap out of your carpet. Oh, I'm even like going along the edge of the carpet with the hose too. So I could do that, but I couldn't take a damp cloth and wipe off the top of that shelf earlier. Okay. Was I just using that as a trash can because it was out of sight, out of mind? That's horrible. I think those are like used tissues too. That's freaking disgusting, bro. Am I trying to okay, good. I did get the brush attachment out. Jeez, man. Look at that. You can also see, oh, I went past a little bit. Right here, this duct tape is what actually held the that old power bar. That's the duct tape I used to hold it in place. We got this like trippy remix of the song I made. Oh my gosh, dude. I think I actually ended up reusing that duct tape for the new power bar too. And as you can see, there's still like cables hanging everywhere. I guess I didn't think to maybe manage that a little nicer. Yeah, we're just straight up plugging everything in already. All right. I'm pretty sure I'm reusing songs at this point for this video. Did you see that? Look at this. Why did I do that like the hardest way possible? I straight up That's great. There's the thumbnail of the video right there. So I straight up, like, I went into, like, you know, this was a loft bed, right? So I went into the area where the desk goes, and I pulled the desk toward me and then climbed over it instead of just pushing it in from the front. This is just too funny to watch frame by frame. Why did I do it this way, though? This is so stupid. Oh my gosh, dude. And here goes the camera slipping out of the tape again. Nice. Very delayed title on that song name too, but I already explained the reason for that. So I even screwed in the VGA. That's Yep, there's the subwoofer, and I'm plugging all the freaking speakers back into it, because that's how those old systems worked. I guess I turned off the halogen light because the Christmas lights are back, although it looks like they've kind of fallen down a little bit right there. You see that? Yep. This, you know, this is probably more of the time-lapse that could have been cut out. Oh, did I have the... Hold on. I think I had the... I did. I had the Pac-Man sticker on that MacBook at that point. You can't really see it, I guess, but... Right? Yeah, you can kind of see it right there. Nice, I actually kind of forgot about that too. Oh, and yeah, look at that, I'm using my screensaver as the desktop background. I thought I was so cool. This song is, like, incredibly loud in this video too. Oh, perfect timing. Of course, right as I say that, it gets quiet. Wow, this is incredibly out of sync here. Come on, Bretta. Did the camera fall off the tripod? Look at this. Yeah, it totally did. Oh my gosh, dude. Hey, I had the presence of mind to put a light under the desk, though. That's actually pretty smart, too.
I've still got a huge mess to clean up. I'll do a time-lapse of that too, don't worry.
I don't... I hope I didn't do a time-lapse of cleaning that up. That would just be boring.
Messy. I need to find my magic trackpad before I do anything.
Your magic trackpad?
Box of my contacts and...
I understand that it's called the magic trackpad, but I couldn't have just called it a trackpad. Whatever. Friggin' Apple fanboy.
Go. Don't know. The time lapses, I think, turned out pretty awesome.
They were okay. They were kind of a little bit boring. That desk is a lot better looking, though. Look, there's not a bunch of, like, freaking trash all over it. Very nice.
That fast. But yeah,
What did that paper say? I don't even think I'm going to be able to read that. I can see "and" right here. Nah, whatever.
But yeah, that's kind of weird. I have no idea where my magic trackpad went.
No, I wonder why you can't find it. It's not like there's just crap all over your floor, bro.
Somewhere. I don't think it could have left the room. Unless it did. That would just be weird.
I don't believe it did.
Yeah, here, let's try to find it. This
is something that could have been cut out of the video.
This is one of my old iPods, actually.
Yeah, we don't need to know about your old iPod. What is that, the 4th gen?
Oh, that's freaking sick.
Yeah, it's the 4th gen. Nice cracked screen, too. It was definitely not December 31st. September 28th. Oh, I guess I took some time editing this video, huh?
It's like an hour fast and a few months off.
Yeah.
I also, gotta turn that off.
I did have a light down there. That's,
I also,
yeah, not a bad idea. Oh, you can actually see, too, right... it's gonna be like crappy, but this right here with the green thing plugged into it, this was that box I was talking about that had the 2 RCA inputs for left and right, and then it kind of split it into 5-channel stereo. Yeah.
I also gotta turn that off. Here, let me turn the light on the iPod Touch. Yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah, because where'd the halogen light go? Why don't you just turn that back on?
Only one of them, not 3.
Why did I need 3 power bars for that setup? It looks like I only have like 8 things plugged into that.
There's 3 of them over there.
Oh my gosh, I did have 3. Why?
I had this little one hot glued to the wall. Won't be needing that anymore.
I still have that thing too. It hasn't exploded yet.
Won't be glued to the wall anymore. It wasn't controllable either. It was like $5
Yeah,
or
that's
something.
What am I doing?
What was the listing on this?
Why do I care what it was listed for? And why is that in this video?
Light sun, power supply cords.
Yeah, nice. It's a light sun cable.
Made in China.
Yep.
Doesn't say the voltage.
It does. It's on the shiny sticker.
It was UL listed though. Okay, there's the voltage.
Yeah, hey, I found it. But again, why am I showing that in the video? Look, 125 volts, 1625 watts, 13 amps, I guess.
125 volt. Oh crap, low battery.
Oh my gosh, dude. This video sucks.
5 watt.
What am I doing? Who cares? Did any of you care to know any of that information about that little power strip? Because I sure didn't.
Hope I can find it.
This...
I did end up finding my Apple
Cool, man.
microfiber cloth. I gotta wash
Nice.
it. It's all dusty.
I think that came with the MacBook. I miss when they did that. They don't do that anymore.
Oh no, not under there. There's a Windows phone.
Windows phone. Wow, dude. A freaking Windows phone.
They're not the worst phones.
Yes, they are. They are awful. There's a reason they don't exist anymore.
Even though I'm an Apple fanboy.
Hey, at least I acknowledge that I was an Apple fanboy back then.
Off topic. I honestly have no idea where that went. I moved my Mac back, obviously.
Well, yeah, we all saw it when you showed us your screensaver as the desktop background.
I can turn this back off. I ran my battery from 100% down to 13.
Yeah, that's long before Apple Silicon. We were dealing with Intel back then.
It is charging now. I've got Screeny running. That's basically the
Right,
program that
Screeny.
turns your screensaver into your wallpaper. Pretty
Fancy, man. I like how that part of the desk is still an absolute disaster.
At the same time.
Is there already, really, there's already more trash under there? Oh, come on, man. You just cleaned that. Great, and now we can't hear what I'm saying. Very nice.
It's really weird. I wonder where...
I don't even know if I... Yeah, there it is. Okay. I didn't tell anyone where I found it, but even if I did, you wouldn't be able to hear it over the deafening freaking music anyway. Oh, look at that. I'm wrapping up the fan cords. Why didn't I put that back under the desk? That was actually a not bad idea. And I did do a time-lapse of me cleaning the floor. Oh my gosh, why? We don't need to see it. What was that? What was the point of that? Well, okay. I like the candy corn duct tape. That's a nice touch. So this, again, we don't need to see all this crap in the video. Oh look, I'm gonna vacuum with the good old Dyson. And I'll knock the camera over again, nice. Look at that, progress report number 5, 100% complete. Very nice. And the old green screen, oh my gosh, that's right. I forgot about that too. I used to have green paper hot glued to this closet door and I would use it as a green screen. Oh my gosh, dude.
Nice, and I'm gonna have to put that away. I'm gonna put all this back on my desk. But yeah, that's it for the whole video.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Also tell me what you thought about the time lapses.
Again, they were Progress report. No, sorry. Price of project, $108. That's right, those power bars were $54 a piece at that time. And I didn't break anything. That's very, very impressive. Is there anything else after this? Nope, just the old school outro. Very, very nice. Look at that. Oh, look at this old freaking profile picture too. Oh man, dude. So yeah, there's a video from way back in 2014 where I tore apart my entire desk and rewired the whole thing. But as you probably couldn't have even seen it because I was so awful at like showing things for more than a tenth of a second at a time. I didn't really clean up any of the cable management. It still looked pretty garbage after I was done with it, but at least it all got consolidated down from one no, from, what did I say, 3 power bars down to just the one big one. However, here's the thing with daisy chaining power bars together, right? You can do it safely, but you gotta take into consideration that you're adding resistance with each, you know, power bar that you daisy chain together. So say you have an air conditioner, which you should never run off of a power bar to begin with, right? But if you just plug that into, you know, one power bar off of an outlet with not much else plugged into it, you'll probably be fine. But if you were to have 2 other power bars daisy chained off of the first one, and then you plug the AC into the last power bar, there's a bunch of resistance added by the extra cable length and a few other things that I'm sure some electrician would be able to explain a lot better than I can, but that's the main reason that daisy chaining power bars together is generally not a good idea. But if you know what you're doing, you can actually get away with it and be totally fine. But yeah, that's just a look back on this pretty freaking terrible video from 2014, if I'm being totally honest. But I figured since the last video I put up before this one was a pretty similar project, why not take a look at how I did it back in 2014. Now, a choice I made for the video I released 3 weeks ago where I did the same thing was to not do time lapses of the whole thing, and honestly the main reason I decided to not do that this time was just because I didn't want to. As you saw in this video, I got pretty in the way of the time lapses a lot of the time, so I figured, you know what, let's just make it easier and just give little incremental updates throughout the whole video, which I also did in this video. But as you guys saw in the video from 3 weeks ago, there was just no time lapses between the incremental updates. So there you go, guys. That's just another look back to 10 years ago on this channel, and hopefully again you can appreciate how far I've come with production value on the videos that I put up nowadays. But anyway though, guys, until the next one, that is going to be it. Hope you enjoyed it, and as always, thank you for watching.